Welcome to the very first episode of Idiotsyncratic.
First official episode?
First official episode. You might have seen our one test episode, right? We have one test episode video up. It's going down when this goes up. It's going down. You will not see the way we tested this show.
It'll be gone forever.
Yeah, we actually did 4 test episodes, and this is the very first official one. We're out of beta, out of alpha, out of Charlie.
By the way, thanks to everybody who participated in our beta testing. Your comments were very helpful.
Oh, yeah.
And a few of you idiots' comments were just not helpful at all.
But that's okay, because you're still...
Yeah.
And we love having your dumb comments, because we have to have something to make fun of on the show.
Yeah.
Sometimes world news just doesn't do it.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes we need to know who we're making fun of personally.
Yeah, even though we might not know them as a person, but we might know their screen name. So we could be like,
I'm going to rip you to shit.
yeah, user Bagades or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So before we hop into our interests of the day, I had a story that I wanted to tell.
All right, let's hear it. This is exciting.
I wanted to make this my interest, but I don't want to give the guy too much time out of my day.
Oh man, it's a mini rant. I feel a mini rant coming.
But it's more funny than angering, because it's actually pretty hilarious, and I was just kind of laughing the whole time. So out of nowhere, this random guy apparently that went to school right down the street from me, I think around the same time roughly.
He went.
So I went to Irving High. This guy went to Nimitz.
Okay.
Yeah, so just right down the street. So just out of nowhere, this guy just sends me like a song on Facebook Messenger, just a random song, and it's a rap song. So I start playing it for like the first.
Hey, were y'all friends? Or?
No, I have no idea who this guy is. So for like I play it for the first 5 seconds. I'm like, this is terrible. What is this? So I send the guy a question mark, because why the hell are you just dropping me songs out of nowhere?
Hey, check out this mixtape.
Yeah, he didn't tell me anything. He just literally sent that song over. So I sent him a question mark, and then he sends another song, not the same one, a whole different song, which is even worse than the first one, which I didn't think was possible.
That's a good response, though.
I guess, yeah. It's like, hey, you didn't like that one? Check this shit out.
Hey, you were confused by this jam, by this tasty jam.
Well, then check out this other one, idiot.
Yeah, here's course number 2.
Yeah. So then I as soon as he sends that over. When he sends that over, I say, LOL, stop.
Oh my God.
Stop sending me stuff. I don't know who you are. And I don't know why you're sending me stuff.
The wording on that, though. LOL.
Stop. You moron. And then he responds with, you a bitch.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Pretty great.
Man, the cojones on this guy.
I guess. I don't know. Quicksand Graves, if you're watching and or listening. Stop sending me stuff. What is wrong with you?
What kind of music was it?
It's like SoundCloud rapper shit.
Okay, so I'm assuming it was his mixtape then.
I swear to you, dude. Those are the only 2 tracks he's ever recorded in his life.
Yeah, that's why it's funny though.
It's hilarious.
No, that's why he has some balls on him, because like he's doing the whole self-promoting thing. So good on you, even though you have no business rapping. I haven't heard it, but
it's not good. I won't play it on here because I don't want a copyright strike. But chances are he doesn't know what copyright is.
And then not only does he not care to send out his bad music to people he barely knows, he's just like, bitch.
Yeah, I know. You a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I just
doesn't even know you.
I know. I just responded back with ha 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 ha.
Hey, what if you graduated and then you joined the SEALs, or I don't know how long the process takes or whatever, but you went through all that stuff, and then now you're a Navy SEAL and you're super jacked and you're a freaking counter sniper or something, and then you have ways of finding him because your best friend went to the CIA or something. You know, he doesn't know who the hell you are.
You're right.
You could be an anonymous, and you could backtrack the data bytes, and
I could open up his wormhole and drop a mainframe into it. Am I right?
You could drop a mainframe straight into his wormhole.
A mainframe, right?
It's me, your bull rat.
That's what we sound like. We sound like we have no idea what we're talking
about. And little does he know that would be super painful.
What are you, queer, son?
So yeah, Quicksand Graves, if you're listening, stop, dude. Stop.
LOL. Stop.
LOL, stop, dude. What are you doing? Just sending me your random shitty songs. Quit. So, all right. That was a little funny story I wanted to get out of
All right,
the way.
what are you interested in then?
So my interest of the day, and here's the thing too. So if you listen to the audio only version, which might be the best version, because there's a lot more stuff before you actually see here. We had these little baby teaser synapses of what our interests are, and you got to kind of figure out what they are before we actually get to them, which would be, I don't know, 5-10 minutes later.
Also, some little news bits.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we talk a little bit about life, a little bit about pizza.
We talk a lot of shit too.
We talk a lot of shit. We talk just random stuff, which that's why we kind of don't put it on the video, because we assume that if you're watching videos, you don't want to sit through an hour of bullshit.
Yeah.
But that being said, if you're just, sitting at a job where you can listen all day, feel free to check out the audio version because there's a lot more content.
Yep. It's up on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, and I'm trying to get us up on Spotify. Oh, and I'm on SoundCloud too, in honor of our good friend Quicksand Graves, SoundCloud rapper extraordinaire.
Oh, man. Well, I forgot that since we're on YouTube, we have to introduce ourselves.
You're right.
In this manner. Hey, what up? It's your boy, Alex Soto, and your boy, it's your boy, Justyn Gomez.
Your boy.
AKA Little Dick Fingers from Film Roll Podcast.
Nobody pray for me. So yeah, we'll be your hosts basically until the end of this entire podcast, until we hit episode 17,000 or whatever.
17 million.
Till we're old, gray, 74 years old, still stealing shit from people in Japan.
Yep, until the mainframe goes down.
Till the mainframe's got a wormhole in it.
Or until we find out that we're actually in the Matrix and we wake up from it. No?
Oh, I thought you were going to hit a button.
I tricked you.
Oh, hey, smooth up. That's why you're my co-host for this episode, and that's why you're the host.
Because I'm unpredictable.
Episodes. Yeah, wild card. So my interest of the day, of the week, because you won't hear from me again until the next week. Surprise! It's about starting a podcast.
Yay!
Because I've been consumed with this entire process for the past month? Because we've been doing this for about a month now. 4 episodes.
A little longer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. This would be the 5th week that we've been doing this.
Right.
So, yeah, anything can be done when your passion knows no bounds. I conceived this idea over the course of a few months ago and knew exactly who I wanted to start it with. My man right here, in the flesh, baby boy, little boy, baby boy Gomez.
Welcome to the Xander Zone.
Yeah. In the process of building the show from scratch, we had to learn so many things. The first one, how to run an interesting show format and have it tested and refined and built upon and destroyed and
not look like complete idiots right off the bat.
Yeah.
Off the get-go.
Like I said before, we've done 4 other iterations of this, just testing. This is the 5th one and the very first official one.
So it's definitely a learning experience, and we will get better as we go on. But I think we've reached a good product that we feel comfortable with.
Oh yeah, and you guys will probably never hear those other episodes. Maybe one day we'll release them for the diehard idiots out there.
Yeah, and you'll just have to pay a lot of money.
So yeah, getting the format down, that might have been the most fun part about it. Because, I mean, the idea, like, I brought the idea to you, like, just as a little baby thing, like, we could talk about whatever we want to. And then we started brainstorming on it and realizing that, holy shit, we could talk about anything we want to. Each person can bring in their own
interest.
Yeah, their own interest, which is what we call topics on the show. Because no matter what, if it's a rant, no matter what it is, you devote a portion of your interest to it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be bringing it on the show. So that's why they're called interest.
Exactly. And I feel like we have a lot to offer as far as that goes, because we're semi-Renaissance men, Both of us have our fingers in a lot of pies. I don't know if that's a saying.
It is now.
Well, there you go. And there you have it. You heard it here first. Okay, yeah, so formatting, bada bing, bada bam. I'm actually glad that you're bringing this up because I had a lot of people hit me up and say, wow, what does it take to start a podcast? What is how do you do that? All these questions.
Yep.
And I know this is your topic, but I just want to give you my point of view of it. And I actually just really got lucky because for those of you that don't know, Justyn is a accomplished audio engineer. He builds audios. And so I had to do almost literally nothing. I just came and showed up, and Justyn pretty much takes care of everything
With my hammer and my nails.
With his hammer and his nails, he builds everything.
All the audio.
The equipment. I'll let Justyn get into that. But if you want to start a podcast, you can do it with almost nothing. You can do it on your phone. It'll be shitty, but you can start doing it. You can by yourself, with friends.
Yeah, as long as you have something interesting to say, it doesn't matter how it sounds. You can work on that later. Everything else is supplemental to the conversation. Yeah, we had to learn to avoid things that overall aren't necessary or interesting to the overall show, and bolster the things that are interesting to the show and that kind of push it along. So again, that was the fun part. Like I like breaking stuff down and building it back up better than it was before. And we've had 4 different iterations to do it, and this one I feel like we finally nailed it as far as episode 1 is concerned. But of course, it's probably going to keep changing over time. Again, that's also
definitely will.
That's also part 100%. Of the beauty of it. Yeah. You're never going to be perfect, and that's why room for improvement is a blessing, in my opinion. Creating a logo. I have an extremely limited knowledge and skill set when it comes to Photoshop and other programs like that. So I had to watch YouTube video after YouTube video and annoyed the hell out of Patrick, which is the bassist in my band, Pseudo Future, and he's also a part of the Film Roll podcast as well. And if you just type in Patrick Hunter on YouTube, he's got a very, very awesome YouTube page.
He's a Renaissance man in his own right.
Yeah, he's really good. He's really good at playing the bass. Not much else.
Yeah, he plays the bass like a guitar.
He does. He hates when you say that too.
I know.
Good. Right here, Patrick.
Yeah. All his bass lines are just sweeps.
Oh, yeah.
And
he's
guitar solos.
He's like Yngwie Malmsteen. Did I get that right this time? Is that a bassist? I'm going to keep using that name for people that we don't know until we actually figure out who it is.
I think it's Yngwie Malmsteen.
I think he sounds like this.
It's me, your bow rat.
That's what he sounds like. So, yeah, he's actually really good, really, really damn good with Photoshop. Like he didn't create the band's logo, but he has created everything else having to do with like flyers and posters and whatnot. And he actually created the first 3 albums artwork. So like he knows what he's doing when it comes to Photoshop. So I annoyed the hell out of him, asking him how to do certain things, getting his opinion and whatnot.
I was actually really surprised because I was expecting to pay somebody to make our logo, maybe a graphic designer or something. And just at work one day, Justyn just sends me our logo, and he's like, "Hey, what do you think of this? It's a work in progress." And I'm like, "Nope, that's our logo."
Yeah,
like it was just good. And I was like, "Oh man,
thank God." Once I figured out kind of how to do it, it was pretty simple from there. It's like once you learn the basics and you can just kind of build off of that. Thank God I had plenty of time to figure out how to do it because I'm super excited about it, super happy with it. Yeah, it's gonna be used for everything we have, mainly because I lack the skills to make another one. To be perfectly honest, I still don't really know what I'm doing when it comes to that.
Suck bully.
And the same thing really applies to the most grueling part of this entire experience was creating the YouTube thumbnails. For some reason, that was the hardest part of this. Not the video, not the audio.
My only qualm was that there's no red circles. There's nothing circled with red that's clickbaity.
Oh, you're right. This person said this, and you'll never believe what happened next.
Yeah, and then that has nothing to do with the video
Circle,
at all.
Yeah. It's like showing like a girl taking her shirt off or whatever. It's like, This is a vlog. So I had like 10 different templates or designs that I thought were even close to good. And I wasn't happy with any of them, so I deleted every one of them.
Oh, I thought I saw the first try.
You might have. I think I sent you one of the first ones. Maybe. But like I wasn't happy with them. So like I literally went in and highlighted each one of them and deleted them and then started fresh the next day. And the very first one I did the next day was the one that you'll see whenever you click on our videos, which still isn't like the best thing in the world. It gets the point across. I don't give a shit. You already clicked on the video. That's why you're here.
Blood is what it took?
Some would say blood. Yes.
On your fingertips because you were typing and
so fast. Yeah, moving so fast.
Track padding.
And hosting and creating socials. I was so scared about the hosting aspect of this, because with FilmRoll, we have a Squarespace, and you have to actually build a website, and then you host everything from there, and it gets pushed out to all like the podcast apps and whatnot.
I'm lost right now.
And yeah, okay, so like when I say hosting, I mean literally hosting. So like you put the audio on SoundCloud, and it holds it
Kicks
there,
everything out.
and then it pushes it out to all the other platforms. So
Your iTunes, not Spotify.
Stitcher, your everything else. Yeah, it's so hard. Spotify, damn it! You better respond to my email and put us on there,
Please.
So yeah, I didn't want to spend money at all, any money at all. So that's why I kind of went in and started creating all these like thumbnails and logos and whatnot. And I damn sure didn't want to spend any money on a website because I don't know. I think for what we're doing, we don't really need a website. You can use Facebook as a landing page, and we got a YouTube channel. It's like we've got everything we need for free. So again, in honor of our good friend, SoundCloud rapper himself, Quicksand Graves,
Hey,
I started looking into SoundCloud.
that's a callback.
That's a callback. First friend of the show. So I started looking into SoundCloud, and I realized you can host on SoundCloud for free. So I just created a SoundCloud for us. It gives you an RSS feed, which you push out to like the major podcast platforms. And as soon as you update SoundCloud, it updates everything else. Just like that.
That makes it easy.
Yes, it does. Thank you for sending me your shitty songs because of you, we have a podcast that's pushed out to all the major platforms.
Yeah, go ahead and send us an email. And
Oh, please.
I would love to get in touch with you. Maybe
Yeah.
have you on someday.
Yeah,
Not read.
Oh,
we'll play your shitty songs on here if you want. If you want us to. Just come hang out. Come hang out with me.
please.
Let's finish our conversation.
Can't read.
Can't read. So yeah, I mean, the social media stuff, it's pretty self-explanatory. Create one for every social media site out there. Upload your new shitty logo that you learned how to create over like the
Yeah.
past few days.
Which
Yeah.
so far all we've done is tease this episode.
Yeah. And then, so here's where the sweat comes in.
Okay, so
remember
we
the blood?
got the blood.
The blood
Here's
was
the sweat.
was the logo and photo stuff. The sweat comes from the video, which is what you'll be watching right now. I have even less experience when it comes to video crafting and editing. So I scoured everything on YouTube about Adobe Premiere that I could. And thank God, Brandon
It's
from
pronounced Premiere.
the FilmRoll podcast has he has the full Adobe Creative Cloud suite or whatever.
Oh, Branuel?
Branuel, yeah.
Oh.
And he gave me his login so I get free Adobe Premiere. Suck that, Adobe. So now I learned
Wait,
how
maybe
to...
you shouldn't have said that. I feel like we might lose our...
Good thing you don't know his last name. And they just go search FilmRoll and it's... We found him. Disable the account. Adobe, if you shut down his account, I will pirate Premiere myself. Either way, I'm going to get a free program out of you.
He's joking.
I'm not joking. I'm going to take everything that you own and I'm going to give it to the poor.
Don't sue us.
So yeah,
All right. Already making enemies out there.
that's what we do on this podcast. So yeah, so just watching a shit ton of YouTube videos, how to work Premiere.
You know what also the sweat could be? Thanks to this video, we have to be all lit it up. And I'm also all caffeinated.
It's hot in here
I'm getting a little toasty.
because we have lights all around us, which actually
Sweat.
it's kind of part of the experience too. Like I bought these off Amazon for like $20, I think, for all these lights.
They're like pro photography lights.
Yep.
I feel like I'm about to take a prom pic.
That's what we're doing after this. I want a picture of us sitting right here, just like prom style. you know?
Prom style.
Like one of
Man,
us has a mum on.
I should have wore something else.
So yeah, same thing with this as with the Photoshop stuff. I annoy the hell out of Patrick because again he makes his own YouTube videos, and yeah, he hasn't returned my call since. But doesn't matter because now we got YouTube videos and I know how to do it.
Obviously.
And then here comes the beers.
Oh yeah. Okay. So blood. We got the sweat. Now beers. Blood, sweat, and beers. Here we go.
The actual audio, which is the easiest part by far. Again, because I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but
So basically, what you're saying is that you drink beer while you edit our episodes.
I drink beer all the time, especially when I'm not stressed out about something. So while I'm doing the audio, while I'm editing everything, putting it all together, hell yeah, I'm gonna down a few beers, maybe some wine, maybe a wasp sting or two, and
That's a callback.
that's a callback.
Why
And
don't we have a callback button?
oh, we will. I'm sure of it.
We'll work on it.
And yeah, so the setting up the audio, getting everything in order, and the program that I use is completely free. It's called Reaper. So if you're trying to start a podcast, go out and download Reaper. It's free. It's professional. That's all you need. Also, this board that I have is a dream, thanks to my dad, Andy, who gave it to us.
Thanks, Andy.
I don't even think he knew he had this in the garage.
Andy Blackmouth.
And he gave it to us. And because of that, we have a beautiful sounding
Mix
and board. This board is a dream.
and voice.
But the final and seriously, the most important piece of it is the content. I strongly feel the format of this show can give rise to some fantastic experiences as we're allowed the freedom to talk about whatever we like, including things that make us angry, happy, grossed out, cringe, suggested to do, and other things that we're genuinely interested in. We named this section of the show our interests because no matter how you feel about your topic, you've already devoted a portion of your interest to it, like we said before. You can edit video and audio all day, all you want to, but it's completely meaningless without meaningful content. So I hope from here on you enjoy the show. And I hope you enjoy the content because, I don't know, we just like to talk about shit.
That's all this is.
It's interesting to us. It might not be interesting to you, but I don't know. We like it.
Yeah, and to be honest, if it's not interesting to you, just don't listen. This is free.
Yeah. That's the most important thing is that this is you're not paying money for this. Maybe one day down the line you'll pay for some extra stuff if you're into it. But for right now, it's free. So don't argue with me.
Yep. If you don't like free content, don't buy it.
Don't buy the free content. You hear?
But on the other hand, if you want to give me money, give me money.
Yeah, dude, I'll take some money.
We'll work on that later. We'll set something up. You can give me money.
So, do you have anything to add into my interest of starting a podcast?
Mm-mm. Oh, actually, yeah. I have had to change my speech in real life to facilitate me podcasting and not saying like.
I forgot about that too.
Because our first episode was we needed a like counter.
Yeah.
And we probably would have broke it.
I think I said it a few more times this time too.
It would have gone to like 99. Like, you know?
Yeah. Like when your mama steps on the scale. Am I right, boys?
Hey. Wait, 99? That's it? 999?
Whatever the cap is.
Or like on Final Fantasy when your attack does 999,999?
Yeah. Yeah, I had to change my speech too.
It's hard.
It is hard. Like is a good segue to your next thought.
And it's annoying because it's one of those things that you were always told as a young child and you're like, I don't care. They're like, have you ever realized how many vocal tics you have? You know, you say like a lot and you say you know a lot. And I'm just like, who cares? You know, I'm a millennial. I don't care about things.
You still understand what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Don't you pedantic assholes.
You know what I'm saying, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
I do.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
But now that I'm speaking and it's being recorded and put out there into the interwebs,
now we need to work on it.
I feel like I need to not sound idiotic.
Yeah. You've been working on that mouth a lot, and I'm proud of you. But
oh my God. I also never realized that I have a minor lisp.
You told me this last time, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, I never knew. And I was listening to one of the episodes back, critiquing myself, and all I heard was this, like.
I think that's part of the editing too. Like our master file, I've had to change it like 20 times over the past 4 test episodes we did. So
but you don't sound like that.
Well, mine is mixed a little differently to match my voice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I have.
Do you still hear it? Did you hear it on the last one?
A little bit.
Shit,
I've been trying to.
it.
No, I don't think it's you. I think I think my tongue is too big for my mouth. So like it bumps into my teeth when I'm trying to talk, especially when I try to talk fast. Or not when I try to talk fast. I just talk fast sometimes, and it gets really mumbly.
Yeah.
And then when it gets really mumbly, my tongue is like.
I can't keep up.
Exactly.
It's pretty great.
So yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
There you go. So yeah, if you want to start a podcast, it's extremely simple to do. If you want to do it right, it's not simple. But if you're passionate enough about it, you can do it. If these idiots can do it, you can do it. Unless you're more of an idiot than we are, then you're F, dude.
Blood, sweat, and beers.
Blood, sweat, and beers. Lots of blood, sweat, and beers.
That's all you need. And you can buy those at any store. All right, so let's get into mine now, if it's okay with you.
I'm all done, baby.
Okay, so my interest for today, which is Carry, not Carnival.
which means
Basically.
I'm gonna take a quick wild guess.
Okay,
It
guess.
means carry anything but a carnival.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Was that a yes?
No.
Oh.
I don't actually like that soundbite, but I feel like it comes in handy though.
It did. It's a rare one.
Okay, so
So I wasn't right.
no, it's about it's about EDC, which some of you may have heard of it.
You've
And-
gotten me even further from knowing what you're talking about.
Okay, I'll explain it.
Okay.
Because for the ravers out there, I'm sorry to tell you that I'm not talking about Electronic Daisy Carnival or
Like those sick rave parties with the glow sticks. Is that what you mean?
Is this giant festival thing? I've never been to it.
Oh.
But no, I'm actually talking about everyday carry. So carry, not carnival. See what I did there?
Oh, hey. Okay. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Good
So
job.
a lot of people don't know what this is, but it's kind of like a subculture of prepping, I guess. So if you don't know what prepping is, it's those people that everybody thinks is crazy who they're like stockpiling bullets and bottled water for when the shit hits the fan. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
They
mean,
have, like bomb shelters and stuff.
you've probably seen them on Doomsday Preppers.
Yeah,
or
basically.
Discovery Channel or whatever.
Yeah. So I feel like it's kind of a subculture of those people. But oh yeah, I just want a little side note though. Those people seem crazy now, but if shit really does hit the fan, they're the smart ones.
That's always the argument for
That's
it.
always
It's
what they
like,
say.
You know what? But just in case.
Yeah, exactly. But so yeah, what everyday carry is, I mean, technically everybody does it because it's just what you take with you for your day, like your every single day that you might need. So women, it's your purses. You know, not saying that all women wear purses or whatever.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to assume your gender or whatever. Get into that. Or
PC police here.
dudes, you can wear purses too. Man, we don't judge on what you carry.
Uh-oh. Did you just say dudes? Woo, woo, woo,
Shit.
woo, woo, woo. You can't assume gender here.
Shit.
Not in
What are you,
2017.
queer, son?
Who knows?
No, yeah.
Who knows?
Okay, dudes, it's men, or how do I do this without assuming people's gender?
I don't know. Just don't get in trouble, though.
Okay, Zims and Zers.
Okay.
All my Zims and Zers out there. It could be
Doing good.
it's your phone, it's your wallet, it's your keys, it's the stuff that you take with you every single day. Okay, that's at the very base level. But what everyday carry is actually about is where it's people who have taken it to the umpth degree, well, varying levels, really. So a lot of guys carry pocket knives, right? So that's part of your everyday carry for a guy who's into everyday carry.
Mhm.
They're almost all of them are super into knives, which you probably noticed
Oh, yeah.
that I love knives.
Oh, yeah. I noticed.
And I have since I was a wee lad. Yeah.
So that's base level, though. Right?
Okay, so base level is like your phone and your wallet.
Yeah.
And your keys, right? And then you start getting into other more levels, I guess. I mean, there's not really levels to it, but it gets into there's some people carry flashlights even though it's daytime. They're like, well, I might be outside and then it might get dark.
Yeah.
And then I might drop my keys and then I might not be able to find them. And then somebody might come up behind me and rape me while I'm trying to look for them. But if I have a flashlight, it'll deter the rapers because they don't want anybody to see their face. Like, now I'm saying, now
Yeah.
I'm see,
Yeah.
mama see, mama sa, mama pasa.
Now it's making sense to me.
Yeah. Okay. Also, too, bottle openers. A lot of people have bottle openers on
their
their
keys, right? Yeah.
Because everybody loves being that guy at the party where they're like, "Oh no, these aren't twist tops. We don't have a bottle opener."
Yeah,
They're
and,
like,
don't go slamming your bottles on my damn counter either.
yeah,
Make sure you have somebody at the party who's got a bottle opener.
yeah. So
An EDC.
yeah, the EDC people just love to be prepared for anything. You know, I mean, not anything, not like a doomsday thing, but
It's like they're, I don't know if it's like a fetish type thing, but maybe, I don't know. Would you consider it a fetish? Of course, not like a sexual fetish, but there's a certain fascination with always, or as close to always, being ready as possible in any given situation.
Well, for me, I love just being that guy when people look to, because over time I've built up sort of a reputation where it's like, you guys, you guys just noticed that I would take a backpack with me that had like a multi-tool in it, which it has like pliers on it and a bottle opener and like just stuff, a screwdriver,
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Why do you have that?" I'm like, "I don't know. Just I might need it someday,
Hmm.
And then that day comes where it's like, "Hey, this thing broke," And they're like, "Oh, Alex, you have something for this?" And I'm like, "Bing!
There it is, my
I have this."
partially dehydrated food pack.
Yeah, exactly. And so just in that little small win, it's just a boost of endorphins. That
Yeah.
oh, boom.
It's a rush.
Even if it's not that where somebody relies on you for something, but like say you're just out and about and something goes wrong, and you're like, I have a lighter even though I don't smoke.
There you go.
Yeah, now I can light something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also sad to say, I know this is gonna really, really grind your gears though. Fidget spinners.
You have one?
No, I don't have one.
Oh, okay.
But before it became a child's play toy,
Mm-hmm. Before it took over the world,
yeah, it was born.
it became our president.
It was. Oh my. I'm sorry. It was born of EDC culture, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because these dudes who had their pockets filled with all this stuff, like knives and flashlights and things, were like, "Hey, I like to play with stuff sometimes. I like to do pin tricks." And so, as part of people's EDC, which there's like websites you can find like EDC stuff, like handkerchiefs, whatever you might carry. And those websites started carrying fidget type things. Like there's ones that are little cubes where you can like click.
Oh,
them.
like the clickers and like the spinner things and
Mhm.
just stuff for you to play with, right?
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff that surfaced from that where it was like, you're at work, you're just kind of bored, you could just be doing something, just fidgeting.
Like a stress ball too.
Yeah,
kind of,
exactly. And that's kind of where it came from. But for whatever reason, the fidget spinner gained mass popularity. Mass popularity.
Popular.
Yeah, it was popular with the little chillin'. So then now
Yeah.
you see them everywhere, and everybody hates them, especially
Yep.
Justyn.
Yep.
What's the noise it makes?
They're just dumb. They're dumb. I think they're dumb. I understand the merit behind fidget spinners, but that merit is completely lost when they're being sold at gas stations for like $8 a pop to kids who just want the newest and coolest fidget
Trade
spinner.
them with their friends.
Yeah, it's just dumb. There's nothing. But then again, no, you know what? No, forget what I said about the merit about them. I was gonna say you can kind of liken it to Pokemon cards, but you can actually play with Pokemon cards. There was a reason to have them. Fidget spinners. They're
is
just
true.
little bearings, just little ball bearings with little ends on them that just spin around
Did you play Pokemon though, or did you collect
a
them?
little bit. I mostly collected them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I used to put them in between my fingers and spin them around and trade people.
I don't even know how to play the game.
You have to have like these little marble counters and stuff like that.
Oh really? I was just like,
It's a hassle to take somewhere else. It's not like Yu-Gi-Oh. You couldn't just take that and play.
see, I never had a cootie face, so for me, Pokemon cards was just a way to talk to girls in the 4th grade.
There you go.
Like I was like, "What's up, little mama? You want to see my Charizard? It's holographic, baby."
Dang! Had a little gold sticker on the bottom.
Yeah, and I was like, "Say, you want it?
You want this,
You
baby?
want to get up on this Charizard, girl?"
Oh my god!
And
I'm gonna tell your mom.
that's exactly how 11-year-old Alex sounds. By the way,
Yeah,
I have video evidence.
I believe it.
That I was like, "Say, little mama." That's how I used to talk.
Dang, dude.
I was like 11. I was the same height too. No, I think I'm about 2 or 3 inches taller now. I stopped growing when I was 15,
I think I did too.
but that's neither here nor here.
Yeah, you're not looking at how tall we are. You're looking at our voices right now.
Hey, everybody's the same height when they're sitting down. Am I right?
No.
Yeah, it's not even true.
I'm gonna say
I can try.
it's a heavy no.
So yeah, and being prepared, it can go like so many levels. Oh yeah, so we live in Texas where guns are kind of a big deal.
Swords
So-
are now too.
Oh yeah,
Remember that?
they passed recently. This is another dropping news, but not really.
You can open carry your halberd if you want to.
Is that how you say that? I thought it was like Haldebird.
Is it?
Yeah. I lost my train of thought again.
EDC.
Okay, so it's a carnival where girls wear pasties on their boobs and they like to shuffle, and a lot of people do.
No.
They
Everyday
do
carry.
Molly.
Yeah, that's what
shit.
we're talking about.
Carry not
Yeah.
carnival.
Yeah.
Might be, bro. Might be.
It's all right, man. It's all right.
Yeah. So you can have various items to carry with you from everywhere from first aid kits to
Yeah, I remember you had the like a little propane stove top thing.
oh yeah,
right, that you carried
that's
with
for
you?
camping. Okay, well,
But didn't you always have that with you?
no,
Are you sure?
no, you make me sound like a crazy person.
Oh, I thought you always had that with you.
No, so I went on tour with Justin's band. It was almost a year ago now,
It was. Oh yeah, it was more than a year ago because it was last August, I think.
and we're going on a camper, or not a camper, a
An
RV.
RV, yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna pretend like I'm camping, and Justin was like, yeah, bring everything. So I literally brought my camping backpack with all my stuff, all my gear.
Your tent.
Yeah, and so I brought a tent, and
You set it up one time.
that was because that was a different thing because I cut my hand. remember?
Oh yeah. You're
That's a
right.
story for another day.
It's a great story too. So you had like a little wood burner.
Oh my god! It
stove.
wasn't a wood burner stove.
Oh.
Okay, so it was a little one-person stove where you can boil water to put in your dehydrated meal to hydrate it, so you can have a hot meal out when you're in the Himalayas.
It's like space toothpaste.
No,
Space
they're
based?
actually pretty good.
Oh, I believe it.
Well, some of them are. Some of them are weird.
But you also had you had a spoon, and then on the other end was a fork, right?
Yeah. Hey, I as part of my EDC, I used to have this this little spoon tool thing where you could use it to pry open things, and it was also a spork.
Mhm.
And I actually got use out of it a lot of times. One of my pet peeves is whenever you go to KFC and you get a famous mashed potato bowl,
Hell yeah.
and then you drive away and you're not going home, and you realize that they didn't give you a spoon.
Dicks. Every single one of them.
Man, I had to take a little breath because that just I just want to smite them.
I'm telling you, it grinds my wood burning stove top that you keep in your backpack.
Yeah, it drives me crazy, but that one time it didn't because I was like, fuck you guys, but I'm prepared
There
today.
you go.
I'm prepared today. I got that sucker out and I just.
Didn't you also have like ice picks in there too? Like the ones that you use to climb mountains with or something?
That never happened.
No?
Mm-mm.
What else did you have in
I'm
there?
sure some people would carry that.
You had a lot of stuff. And then you had a mini bag inside your bag that had stuff. And you also had like a fanny pack that you carried on you, right? It wasn't
Yeah.
like a fanny pack, but it was like a fanny pack.
So the reason for that is because, so say I'm going to the Himalayas, right? I'm trekking. It's getting late. I better make camp, right? So, here's a clearing. This looks like a good place. Do I see any timber wolves? No, I don't see any. So I go ahead and make camp, right? That's my base camp,
Mhm.
right? So my whole pack, which is like ginormous, it has my whole life on there for the week or 2 weeks. I build my base camp. I light my fire. Light my fire. Right? Yeah. So now I'm like, I need to gather supplies. Right? So then that's when I put on my little fanny pack thing, which is like my roaming around thing, you know?
Ah.
It's got my piece in it. It's got my,
Oh yeah, I forgot you carry pieces with you too.
yeah, sometimes I'm a gun guy, so
Gun toting.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Mainly only when I'm with my wife.
Oh yeah. I hear you on that.
Yeah, because if you want to rob me or whatever, then I'm just like, okay, here you can have my stuff or whatever, you know. But when it comes to my wife, then
I'll kill you.
I don't
I'll
want
put a bullet
I
in
don't
you.
want there to be any sort of possibility of something happening where my wife could be in danger.
That's where, like, I know you're talking about how I have a lot of empathy when it comes to other people. That's where my empathy just ceases to exist.
When you're protecting your wife
Yep. I will put a bullet right through you.
and your future child.
Yep.
Justin, his baby is due soon. Like a month?
Feels like any day now.
Yeah.
Because he's growing like crazy.
He's named after me.
He had the hiccups this morning.
How did that happen?
Yeah, you just get hiccups. Yeah, and you can see your belly kind of like jump, but like at a certain
Maybe he's doing
frequency.
jujitsu.
Oh, all those kicks, right?
I've had it up to here with you.
Yeah. So, are you still an EDCer?
I am, but I've calmed down a lot. So
You got help?
yeah, I went to EDC's Anonymous. Anonymous.
EDCAA.
Yeah, it's hard to talk about though.
That's true. You can't talk about it; they'll kill you. First rule of EDC
The other
is anonymous.
EDCers?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you know they can anywhere in the world you are.
It's kind of crazy though, because it's in you, like you'll see it everywhere. Once you know about it, you'll see that people that you would never think would be like into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then like you'll see something that they have, and you're like, oh, you
Oh,
shop
wait
at
a
REI, yeah, or whatever.
All the EDCers out there that are watching this are gonna be like, "That's my man right there,
They're like,
sitting in that
"Yeah."
chair. He knows about REI. It's REI, right?
REI is a outdoor recreational store, but
Yeah.
they have a lot of stuff that you can carry for EDC.
That's where you get your Bowie knives and claymores from, right?
Yeah, multi tools and bada binga, bada banga. And oh man, yeah, there's a lot of people that got even crazier than me and were like basically preppers of life. Like they carry bug out bags in their car.
Bug-out bags.
Yeah,
What's
which a bug out bag is a backpack or a duffel bag that has everything you need to survive for at least a couple days, or like a get home bag, which is kind of the same thing, but it's like you get stranded a couple miles from your house, and you know electricity goes down. And you got to get home to your family. You know, it has everything you need: food, shelter, blah blah blah, blah blah
Nice.
bing. You know, and there's people who have like little kits, like little tiny little kits that have like, okay, here's a way I can start fire. Here's some minor first aid. Here's a knife. Here's a multi tool. Here's a bottle opener. Here's all the things I could ever need. You know. And there you have it.
And there it is. Yeah, I remember the giant backpack that you just carried around with you all the time, and how heavy it was. And then on tour, when you cut your hand and you asked me to look in it for something, it might have been your wallet, or I don't remember what it was, but you were like, "It's in my backpack," and I was like, "Oh shit!" So I start opening. You're like, "No, it's in the front pocket." I'm like, "There's like 17 pockets on this. It's like a pair of pants from Hot Topic with all the zippers." So like I'm looking through all your pockets, and I'm opening, and then like you've got bags inside of bags, so I'm opening those too. And I'm like, wait a minute, no, there's nothing in here. And then I open this one. There's like 3 shuriken or whatever, and I'm like, this obviously can't be it.
I've never carried shuriken. Only the bombs to disappear.
Oh,
Smoke bombs.
yeah. Did they actually make you disappear?
Yeah.
Oh, EDCers are like predators, basically. Like no, not
No.
that kind of predator. Like from the movie Predator. You know how they have all the tools
yeah.
and
Yeah,
the violence on them.
Yeah, if EDCers could have a utility belt, they would. And
Yeah.
actually, some of the crazier ones, I forgot to say this, they have escape from unwarranted detainment
Mhm.
stuff that they carry all the time. Like there's like little secret belts where you can have like little things where they'll carry a spare handcuff key.
What the hell?
Like in case they get kidnapped in South America or something.
These people are dangerous.
Yeah, you know, they're just ready for literally anything. And they'll carry like a little tiny razor blade that's only in case people zip tie their hands. They're like, I got this little razor blade right here in my pouch. So
Is it like Naruto where they keep it inside their mouth? Or no, he keeps it inside his little collar. You know how his collar pokes up?
I don't remember what you're saying about it all.
Yeah, like he keeps it in his collar, and then he gets handcuffed like this, and he's like hanging from the ceiling, and he like reaches into his collar with his mouth, and he pulls out a little razor blade, and he pulls himself up and starts like sawing the handcuffs off himself.
Basically,
This might have been a dream I had.
It's basically exactly that.
Mhm.
Dream or no, it's that.
That's scary.
Yeah, and it's funny. It's kind of the same thing as the preppers, where yeah, they're those crazy people
Mhm.
until shit does hit the fan.
Then
Or if it hits the fan, then you're like, man, that's the people you want to be with. You want to go to their compound.
they're like Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Before the zombie apocalypse, he was just a redneck nobody who was racist. And then after the zombie apocalypse, he's like
Everybody
the king
wants to
of
be
kings.
his friend. They
Yeah.
want to be with him, you know?
Because he survived this long.
Yeah. So
By
it's
the way, The Walking Dead just came back on. Make sure you're watching it.
it's the same kind of thing. People are like, why do you carry a lighter? You don't smoke. It's so dumb. It's just why do you have that? And then you're at that birthday party where, for whatever reason, nobody brought a lighter, and you're like, I have one.
You're like,
Because I just happen to have one.
don't worry. You take your backpack off. You start zipping through all your zippers and more zippers in another bag, and then you open that up. Right here.
No, it's not like that at all.
Oh.
My bag is more like Hermione's purse, where I could just reach into.
And you know just where it is?
Yeah. Actually, after time, I can do that.
Yeah?
Yeah. So the backpack I have now, sometimes I'll have it behind my chair as I'm driving, and I keep a battery. Like a lot of people carry batteries, like an extra battery for your phone or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And I can just reach behind me while I'm driving without looking and plug in.
Just find it.
I can plug in a charger into the battery.
Oh, yeah?
And then like pull the charger out and plug my phone in.
That's what I've been saying. You people are
Like while I'm
dangerous.
driving, just like that.
If you can do that, there's no telling what you can do.
Yeah, don't test me.
You got it. Also, I think EDCers or Predators is the name of this episode.
Please don't. Okay, you can. I guess you
Yeah. It's a good name. You got any final thoughts on you got any final thoughts on your interest?
can. No, I feel sad now.
Lock them all up because you're all dangerous.
Okay,
I'm just kidding. Those are the ones that you want on your side.
but like I said, my final thought is really that everybody is an EDCer because you carry a wallet.
That's true.
It's something you carry with you every day that you need every day.
And if you ever meet somebody without a wallet or phone or keys or pockets, get away from him. This man has nothing to live for.
Yeah, what are you doing with no anything?
He's an insane, crazy person. He has nothing to live for. He's
Yeah.
probably schizophrenic and is going to stab you with a pencil that he's keeping inside of his nose or something.
No, but he wouldn't have a pencil because he's so crazy that he doesn't even EDC a writing utensil. Because why would he need to write? Because it's not like he has a wallet, so he doesn't have a checkbook in the 90s.
That's true. He's going to reach down and find like an old aluminum can and just like saw it with his teeth and
You
stab
mean
you in the throat.
aluminium?
Sorry.
I'm getting tired of you saying everything wrong.
Kind of an idiot.
Just a little bit.
Who, me or you?
Me.
Oh, okay.
I mispronounced aluminium.
Oh, yeah.
And also, yeah, homeless people are scary too. Even though they're not EDCers, they might even be more dangerous than EDCers.
Actually, oh shit. They're EDCers too, my man.
Yeah?
Yeah, because they got every day, they got to take their shopping cart.
Oh my
You
God.
know, they got to take their piece of cardboard. You know, they got to have their gear.
You're right.
They got to
Yeah.
have their gear right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, you're right. Trash bags full of cans and recyclables.
Yeah.
You got to have those on you at all
You
times.
gotta have
yeah.
it. You gotta have a hat so that way you can say like, "Hey, can you give me some money for a cheeseburger?"
Yeah.
And then if they're like, "Hey, I'll just buy you a cheeseburger," how about that? And then you just get really mad.
2 mismatched gloves with no fingers on them.
Yeah.
Got to have those. A little hobo pack on a stick. That's
Oh,
like
hey, there's a word for that. I forgot what it was, but
a bindle.
I think it's.
I think
a
it's what a bindle is.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, there we go. We found out that even if you're homeless, you're an EDC here.
The more you know.
The more you... Oh, we need that sound effect. Right?
I don't know.
Or is that Reading Rainbow? I don't know what that is.
Reading Rainbow?
So there it is.
I
So
think it's this. Reading Rainbow.
no, I couldn't find one fast enough. So what we also like to do on this show is find, even though it might be a shitty thing to do, we try to find a thread that binds
It's
the
really
interest
just for
that
fun.
we're talking about. Yeah, it's not important, but it's fun. And sometimes you'd be surprised, but sometimes what you're talking about, even though they may be completely separate things, could relate somehow. So mine was about podcasting. That was my interest of the day.
Unity.
And your interest of the day was EDC,
Correct.
which is everyday carry. So is there a way to...
I got it.
You got it?
Part of a lot of people's EDC could be a podcast because every day while they work, they listen to podcasts.
Ah, there it is.
So podcasts can be part of what they take with them every day.
I've got nothing
Yeah.
better than that.
Oh yeah, headphones are also EDC, so you EDC, bitch.
Gotcha. Again, this has been Idiosyncratic, the show where what we're talking about today is really all that matters.
All that matters.
All that matters.
All that matters.
So I'm sure we'll be seeing you soon. Maybe
Yeah,
next week.
have a good week.
Be safe out there. Don't be an idiot, but also be an idiot.
Yeah, and don't
listen to
don't
us.
forget your keys and your sunglasses and your headphones and your external battery and all that stuff.
We learned here that everybody is technically a predator. So
I don't endorse that.
endorsed. Where's my endorse button? I guess I don't have that.
Be better.
Yeah.
Try harder.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.
And scene.
And that's how you do it.
And that's like, fucking do it.
Yeah. Happy first episode. Happy first episode. Yeah. All right, so we're actually recording this after we've already ended the episode because we still don't know what we're doing.
Welcome
and we forgot
back.
to mention that you can reach out to us anytime you want to. Give us your critiques, your comments.
Like, rate, subscribe,
Yes.
review.
Yes, so you can find us on YouTube, Facebook,
Hit this
Twitter, Instagram, you name it. Make sure you like us or follow us on all those so you can get the most up-to-date information on what the F we're doing.
thing on all your medias,
All your medias.
but not your medias.
Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, SoundCloud with my man Quicksand Graves, friend of the show.
That's a callback.
That's a callback. Spotify, answer my damn email. Put us on your platform because, I mean, we could do some good things for each other, you know?
Read.
Quicksand Graves can't read. We also forgot to play our first voicemail of the show. And
Let's hear it.
yeah, so this is apparently this guy's name is Charles, and he's got some pretty weird stuff to say to us.
Charles? I thought his name was Chavez.
It might be Chavez.
Hi guys, my name is Chavez. I'm an idiot. I listen to the podcast, and I just think y'all guys are idiots. Okay, that's all I've got to say about that.
All right.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Charles out.
Well, thank you very much, Carlos Chavez. Charles Carlos Chavez.
Thanks for calling in, Charles. Let us know that we're all idiots.
Yeah. Thank you for being an idiot. Thanks for your prolonged support
Yes.
over all these decades. And
This guy's been watching stuff he shouldn't be because
we love you. Yeah.
you should not be watching the test episodes.
He was obviously looking and listening with his eyes and ears at the test episodes.
There you go, Charles. I hope we hear from you again soon because I want to tear you apart every time you call in.
Up in that ass.
Up in that ass.
Hey, but so if you like Charles would like to call and leave us a voicemail, you can do it here.
At 682-422-9458. And if you want to, if you don't want us to make fun of your voice, you can email us at IDIOTSYNCRATICpodcast@gmail. It's spelled just like idiosyncratic. Just put a T in there after the O before the S. IDIOTSYNCRATICpodcast@gmail.com. Tell us what you think. Call us out on our bullshit because we do that a lot.
Yeah, and
We don't know what we're talking about. Hardly ever.
if you give us good corrections, then we'll mention them on air.
Oh, yeah. Especially if they're funny, too.
On air.
Look at that. We're professional.
Yeah, I'm a DJ, and I play over the streams.
And if they're funny, we'll laugh at them.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're wrong about something, I'm going to tear you apart. I will ruin you, Quicksand Graves. Just like that.
Like that.
Just like that. So there it is. Reach out to us. We want to hear from you and make fun of you. And if you make fun of us and it's good and it makes sense and it's not dumb, then that's a point for you. And we will gladly
you're
concede.
winning. We'll keep a tally, actually.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We'll put it right here somewhere, and it'll say, like, Quicksand 1 and Justyn 7. Because he roasted you so bad during the course of this podcast, so you're losing right now.
You called me a bitch, and that was actually
That's
pretty
the
good.
one.
Yeah,
That's the one.
It's pretty good. Let's keep it going, my man.
But Justyn got 2 points when he was like, LOL, stop. It's so good. I don't know why. It's just the wording of it.
Oh my god. So yeah. All right, there it is. Reach out to us.
Yep. Okay, bye.
Bye.
For real this time.
No, seriously. Bye.
Wow.